Hi, this is John Cullen. Welcome to another I Am John Cullen podcast. In this podcast, the LVMPD, Contempt of Court, Taser, and the missing body cam footage, we're going to take a closer look at is the LVMPD in contempt of court.
All right, let's go, handsome. Come on. Not you, fat Jesus. Slide it on back. You, pretty boy. All right, now it's real simple. All you got to do is point, aim, and shoot. All right?
Okay, you don't really want to do this.
You can do this. Just focus.
Don't listen to this maniac. Let's think this thing through.
Finish him! Right in the nuts! That was beautiful. Well done. Give her a hand, everybody. All right. Yeah. Good job. Well done. Good job. That was great.
Judge Richard Scotty ordered the LVMPD to release all of the body cam footage. Rachel Crosby, reporting for the Las Vegas Review-Journal, wrote the following. A Clark County judge, that's Richard Scotty, ruled in February that Metro had 30 days to hand over all the records, which were requested days after the October 1st shooting. In March, District Judge Richard Scotty gave Metro a total of 6 months to fulfill the request, but ordered the department to immediately begin releasing the records on a rolling basis. But they had 6 months to fulfill it, and that's March 2018. Judge Scotty said that the public has a right to know if the police are properly doing their job.
News 3's Nathan O'Neill joining us live with more. So Nathan, we could be getting quite an extensive look at this investigation. I mean, hours and hours of video and audio recordings.
Video surveillance as well as body camera footage from first responding officers, all related to the investigation to the mass shooting on the Strip. Now, it has been 4 months since the tragedy and a month-long court battle pitting the media against the Metro Police Department. Now, a fight over access to records relating to the deadliest mass shooting in modern American history. Now, today, District Judge Richard Scotty ruled in favor of media organizations, including News 3, who want police to make public all the records that give direct insight into the investigation. The judge said the public's right to know Metro is doing its job properly outweighs the department's argument to keep records confidential until the end of the year when they believe the investigation will be complete.
The strong public interest in disclosure, together with a strong presumption in favor of production, outweighs any governmental interest.
And the reason that this could take some time is just because of the sheer amount of documents and the video that needs to be processed. We're talking about more than 21,000 hours of video that Metro went and reviewed as part of this investigation, so a lot to go through before it's released to the public.
This poses a pretty big problem because if the judge has ordered the Las Vegas Metro Police Department to release all of the body cam footage, they've released less than 1,200 clips, and we just heard that there's over 21,000 hours of footage. When we look at the clips that they've released, they're not 20 hours long. So if we had 20-hour clips and 1,000 of them, we would have 20,000 hours. But it's not even close to that. We have 1,200 clips. Some of them are 1 minute. Some of them are 39 seconds. Some of them are 9 minutes, 8 minutes, 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 2 minutes and 50 seconds, 1 minute 55 seconds. How is that possible? That introduces a big problem for the LVMPD, and that's contempt of court. And the reason for that is that the Axon body camera has a 12-hour battery life, and before the battery dies, we hear 4 quick tones, every 5 minutes when it gets to 20%. Now we hear the two tones on everybody else's body camera, and we never hear these other tones. So we never hear that somebody's running out of battery. So how do you explain 30-second long releases, 1 minute long releases? Each officer should have switched on their body cam and left it on for the duration of the evening. Why we have these chopped up bits of evidence, there's no good explanation for this other than the LVMPD has obstructed justice. They've modified the evidence. They've forged evidence. And that's a crime.
My camera's on too.
Mine is on.
Okay.
On April 11th, 2018, Ryan Saavedra reported on this on the Daily Wire. He reported on Judge Stephanie Miley and her dissatisfaction with the LVMPD. After Judge Richard Scotti ordered the LVMPD to release all the body cam footage, Judge Stephanie Miley said, "I'm very frustrated because I think the gamesmanship is going on here. It's now months since the shooting occurred, and it's still the same. Delay, delay, delay. If one technique doesn't work, then you switch to another one. That's very concerning for the court." And those were Judge Stephanie Miley's words. The problem is that Judge Stephanie Miley has her own problems. You can't make this stuff up, can you? Unbelievable. Judge Stephanie Miley arrested for punching her son in the mouth. Clearly, the LVMPD has not released all the body cam footage. If there's 21,000 hours of footage, the roughly 1,200 video clips that they've released that are 5 minutes and 30 minutes and 4 minutes and 46 seconds long, that doesn't add up to 21,000 hours. So there's a whole bunch of missing body cam footage that the LVMPD has not released. The question then is, where is this footage? At the center of all the controversy is the Axon body camera. With all of these releases, we have the following officers that were inside the room: 32-135, 32-134. The list of officers whose body cam footage was made public is rather short. Here's the entire list of officers whose body cam footage was made public by the LVMPD. Here's the list. Here's the officers that were in 32-135 whose body cam footage we do not have. Let's compare this list with the list of officers from whom we do have footage. These are the officers from whom we do not have footage. Significant. 10 officers that we know of. We have 10 officers that were in 32-135 that we do not have body camera footage from. And so given that the Axon body camera and the footage from these cameras, which has been called into question, the integrity of that footage, which has been called into question, we thought it would make sense to take a closer look at the company behind the Axon body camera. So let's spend a few minutes and see what can we learn by investigating Axon.
Taser International. You think of them as the stun gun people, right? Well,
put it down.
If you keep coming closer, you're dead.
Okay.
I got a second. When
Okay.
it hits me, the hit come back to you.
Okay.
I know how that is.
Okay.
I've been shot before.
Okay.
So don't fuck with me.
Hey, light him up.
Yeah,
Light him up.
No,
Turn around.
Check him.
Turn around. Turn around.
Watch your hands.
their sales were up 26% because They have become, I believe, a police body camera company.
Well, it's been more than 20 years since the company which produces Taser, everybody knows those devices, first started selling those to the public as well as police departments worldwide, actually. But they're shifting into a different kind of company. There are, of course, the body cameras, and we're going to talk with Luke Larson, the president from Taser. But we're also going to talk to what the direction of the company is now, because, Mr. Larson, welcome to Fox Business. You're a solutions company as opposed to a weapons manufacturer?
We're here today at NASDAQ celebrating our 15-year anniversary of being a public company. We're most well known for our Taser weapons. We're deployed in over 95% of police agencies in the United States. In the last 8 years, we've also become the market leader with wearable video cameras and also digital evidence management systems stored in our Axon cloud platform.
Well, that didn't take very long, did it? We just found the evidence. They have a cloud-based evidence management system that police departments upload their raw video to. And so all 21,000 hours of video is at the Axon data center, not the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Axon has the evidence.
And also digital evidence management systems stored in our Axon cloud platform.
Here's the math. Let's say you've got 10 officers with cameras. Research shows that each officer will record 6 to 9 videos per shift. That's 60 to 90 videos per day, or up to 32,000 per year. It takes about 10 terabytes to store and back all that data up. These videos have to go somewhere, which means there's an IT process in place for access, retention, searching, organizing, and auditing, but this is an unknown cost, so we won't count it in our equation. Now let's say the chief, the DA, or internal affairs needs to review a piece of evidence. That means someone has to find it, burn it on a disk, and transport it. The officer just plugs the camera into a docking station for automatic upload, file management, and sharing on evidence.com. A digital evidence locker securely encrypted twice over. Call us, and we'll do your math together. Taser. Technology solutions that protect life and protect truth.
So when you say solutions company, you're talking about, I mean, there's a need, whether it's a criminal prosecution or a defense or other perhaps reasons, people need to have access to this stored data. I mean, that's what everything is now. What I used to call video that would have been on tape is now data, which is recorded and stored digitally, and that's what you're doing.
That's correct. So the video is just the tip of the iceberg, but where do you store, manage, and retrieve all that digital evidence? So there's a larger story here about creating a digital repository.
Taser, the maker of non-lethal stun guns and body cameras, just like this one. Taser offers a full suite of evidence capture technologies, including body cameras and audio recorders, as well as evidence management software that easily stores and compiles all sorts of data needed by police. So let's dig deeper with Rick Smith. He's the co-founder and CEO of Taser International. Find out more about his company and what it's up to. Mr. Smith, welcome back to Mad Money.
Hey, Jim, it's great to be here.
Rick, in the time since we've known each other, you were a stun gun company, and now it seems like that all of the accoutrements, a lot of it cloud-based, has actually surpassed the amount that you sell in stun guns.
Yeah, our Axon cloud-connected device business.
This is the key, our Axon cloud-connected device business. So what this means is these Axon body cameras, they get put into a dock back at the officer, at the officer's home. Once it's placed in the dock, the video is uploaded to a cloud, and the cloud is managed by Axon. So they call it an evidence management system, but effectively, they manage the video. They have all the video at Axon in the cloud, so to speak. That just means on their computers.
Can you describe Axon?
Yeah, so Axon it's basically a network of smart devices, software, and connecting people into a network where they can share all this information. It's sort of like iPod, iTunes for police, where we make cameras, the software that manages the data that comes off them and processes it, and then shares that data, whether it's to a police chief or a prosecutor or the media. Put the cameras wherever you need them, and then seamlessly get that data into the cloud and put it to use.
Now, I know that there's hours upon hours of video, so you've got the solution for that too, right?
Yeah, so evidence.com is our back end for storing all this digital evidence. And again, it's a bit unique. It's not like home video. There's a lot of security you've got to wrap around this and a lot of legal controls. But we actually are now storing more data than the entire library of Netflix. And it's growing on a very smooth exponential curve as more and more cameras come online. It is a huge sort of big data challenge that we've solved with evidence.com.
Every day, more and more agencies are adopting body cameras. What does this development mean for prosecutors like you? Better video evidence than before, and more evidence to manage than ever. We think the evidence sharing process is broken when agencies have to burn evidence to disks and ship them off to you. Then you have to share the evidence within your office and prepare files for the defense, the public, and the press. This process could take a week or more. Well, what if we can make sharing files easier? Enter evidence.com. A secure digital data management system used by prosecutors and law enforcement agencies across the country. It's easy to use. Once an agency creates a new file and shares a case with you, you'll be immediately notified. With just a few clicks, you can accept a case and share it with others. Now, a week-long process can take you just a few hours, if that. Concerned about security? We are too. That's why we employ industry-leading security practices that have earned us the trust of thousands of agencies on our platform. All your actions are recorded in an audit log to ensure chain of custody and authenticity. And don't worry, your files are still admissible in court. Ready to live in a disk-free world? Evidence.com's free standard plan may just be the answer to your office's evidence sharing needs. Contact us to learn more.
The strong public interest in disclosure, together with the strong presumption in favor of production, outweighs any governmental interest.
And the reason that this could take some time is just because of the sheer amount of documents and the video that needs to be processed. We're talking about more than 21,000 hours of video that Metro went and reviewed as part of this investigation, so a lot to go through before it's released to the public.